Hello and welcome to this Game Pit Stop for Sorcerer Stones, a game designed by Eros and Nightsorrow Chou and published by EmperorS4 and Deepwater Games. In Sorcerer Stones, players are going to take the role of Taoists, who are studying the 5 elements here in the elemental zone, looking to gain knowledge in order to score points. The first thing a player is going to do on their turn is they're going to have a hand off 4 cards from their magic deck of 11, and they're going to be able to play 1 or 2 of them for the effects available. Now the effects you can have are a quake will allow you to move one of the zones here in the elemental plane, but not change its orientation. You can never split the plane up, it must always be contiguous. The second thing you'll be able to do is not move one, but spin one of these zones, like so, but keeping it in place. Third thing you can do, and there's one of these for each of the 5 colours, is you can choose a colour stone and you can swap it with any other stone. So in this case I've played for the blue. We could swap this across. And the last sort of card you can play is a fly card, and that lets you take your Taoist and move them to any zone, and you don't block each other. Now you can only play a maximum of 2 of those in a turn, and you're going to go through your deck. Now why are we looking to do this? Once you've played your magic cards, you're going to check the orientation of the stones, and you're really only interested in the ones that are connected somehow to your tile. And what you're looking to do is one of 2 things. You're looking to get 2 stones of the same colour together, but not on your tile. One of those 2 stones must be on an adjacent tile. So here we've done this here, and that lets me to collect a yellow, a metal stone. The other way in which you can be able to collect these spirit stones from the elemental plane is if you manage to get a row of 3. Now, if you're doing that orthogonally, you have to have got the 2 in a row. However, in this case only, you can count diagonally. So this is going to allow me to collect also a blue water spirit stone. I'm going to keep those there because they have got various effects. And the first thing to note is I am the yellow player, the metal player, and I've collected a yellow stone, so that lets me score a chi point. Now there are various ways to score chi points during the course of the game, and one of the ways the game will end is if the chi pool ever runs out, and the size of it is dependent upon the number of players you have in the game. Now the second thing you'll be able to do is the spirit stones you've collected on this turn is going to allow you to move your spirit on the spirit plane. And you're going to be able to move onto spaces of the colours you've collected. So in this case, my spirit can go to yellow and to blue. And the reason you're doing that is that you wish to collect these 5 different elements. Now you start with a printed one of your own colour, so there's no point in me ever going back here. But I can move along. I'm now orthogonally adjacent to this because it's at an angle, and I take this elemental rune. Now that's worth 4 points to me at the end of the game, but also a possibility of some bonus points. And if one player ever collects one of each of the colours, including their printed one, that's another way in which the game will end. And when you're doing this, collecting the stones and moving your spirit on the spirit plane, there are 3 objectives available in each of the games from this deck. And they're going to give you little bonuses for achieving certain things, like 2 lines of 3 spirit stones, so I had 1 there, is going to allow me to jump my spirit 1 space on the elemental plane. Or if I'd gained 2 spirit stones of the same colour, that would have scored me 3 extra chi points. Or when I craft an artifact card, I get to either move my spirit or fly my Taoist. Now, craft an artifact card, what's that all about? These 4 artifact cards are going to be available from the deck, and it's always 4. And the stones, not just that you've collected this turn, but also that you've collected on previous turns, you can see if they match the required spirits for any of the artifacts on display. In this case, yes, I can make this beautiful swan lantern. I hand back in my stones, and that is going to score me 3 points at the end of the game. Now, I said that getting runes will also score you bonuses. That's because for each of the spirit stones required that matches a rune you've collected at the end of the game, that's going to score you 1 bonus point there. You're going to refill up here, taken from this stock that you added to, a circular system with the stones, and there's a system for doing that. And the other way in which the game will end, as well as the chi stones running out and the elements running out, is if the artifacts ever run out. When that happens, you're going to add up your points. Now, the points are the chi you've collected during the course of the game, the points for the artifacts you've collected, the points for the runes you've collected, plus the bonuses for matching the spirit stones you've spent with the runes that you hold. And whoever scored the most points at that point is going to be the winner of Sorcerer and Stones. This has been a Game Pit Stop. For more videos like this, check out our YouTube channel, or for more in-depth coverage of gaming, please check out the Game Pit podcast. Thank you.